Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel, and I was tagged. I'm really excited about the tag actually, because I was tagged by Michaela from Miss Budget Beauty. We met recently, if you are on my Instagram, at Leah XL. Why couldn't I remember what that was? We met recently because I met up with Em and they were together. They went to meet Joan Collins, which is pretty awesome. And then they came and met me. So I kind of felt really special because I was after Joan Collins. And we went for something to eat, and it was really nice to actually speak to Kyla and Em, of course, because I love Em. But I'd never met her before, and we've not really spoken on social media before. Not much. There's been a couple of instances. But I was really pleased to meet her because genuinely a really lovely person, and I'm really grateful that she's tagged me, which is really kind. And yeah, it's the, I should have said, if you didn't know from the title, it's the fall favourites tag. I think Jacqueline Hill may have started it, but here we say autumn, and I'm probably going to say autumn throughout because I just like the word autumn. I think it's a nice word. It makes me feel like autumnal is just such a nice word. I've gone for a very autumnal sort of colour today. My makeup isn't though. This is from my Palette-tober, which you may have seen a few days ago, because things are going to be very different. There's like a lot of videos going up because of Palette-tober. So let's start with the questions. Now I've got the questions here on Claire's phone because my phone's being used to film. And the first question is favourite fall candle. And I don't have a lot of candles at the moment. I don't know why we haven't got many. But my favourite candle, I think, there's two. Last year I got one from Tesco's, and it was from a company called Prince's. And it was a teeny tiny candle, and it was £2. And it was a, what was it called? A pumpkin pie, spiced pumpkin pie, I think it was. I loved it. Claire wasn't so keen, but in the kitchen it just smelt like you were baking. It was so good, and it was so strong. It really filled the whole of the kitchen. In fact, the whole of the downstairs area. It was gorgeous. So I think if I was going to have another candle that sort of was autumnal because it's pumpkin, I'd have that. However, Claire's not keen on the scent, so, and I can't find it again, which is a shame. I'm hoping they bring it back, so I'm going to keep looking for it. Yeah, Claire didn't like the scent so much. It was a bit too sweet. It was quite sickly, to be honest. It wasn't vanilla-y, which was nice, but it was a bit sickly. But the one that I really like, and I've spoken about these before, and I haven't got any more, but I really want to go and get some more, are the pineapple and ginger candles from Primark. And I think they're the best candles. They are 80p for just a small kind of candle. But I mean, it's quite big, really. It's got about 30 hours burn time or 20 hours burn time, which is incredible. And they are really lovely smelling. They fill the whole of the living room, and they've got such a nice warm but sweet smell, like a tropical smell. I can't explain it. If you get to go into Primark and you pick up, they're the grey ones, the pineapple and ginger ones. I honestly couldn't recommend them enough. I think they're excellent, but we haven't got any left. And you know, I really like those, and I would definitely say they were an autumn scent. And they're even like an autumn colour, especially the sort of colour that's in now, that greyish colour. It's a grey candle with a hint of lilac in it, and I think that's perfect, you know, if you're decorating your house at the moment and sort of with the trend, that would look incredible. Okay, so the next question, I should really try and keep this open, but it keeps locking itself, is, let's see, favourite fall lip colour. Right, I did pick that up. Where is it? Where are they? Oh, it's here. I cheated and picked two, but they're practically the same. So the first one is the Makeup Revolution Iconic Pro in No Perfection Yet, and it's like a deep berry purple. There, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. And the other one, which I've just dropped on the floor, is this, and it is Very Much. I haven't sharpened it yet because I haven't actually got a sharpener it's going to fit. Very Much by Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil, and I bet you they're very similar colours. Yeah, practically the same. Look, that's obviously a bit darker. These are the creamiest matte colours you can get. Such a beautiful colour. I obviously don't have it on today. This is slightly lighter, slightly pinker. This is much more berry toned, but that has got to be the autumn colour, and I think everybody will agree that that is just a stunning lip colour for autumn, and I think most people have chosen that. I'm gonna have to keep unlocking this. It's so difficult, and I can't do the fingerprint because it's not my phone. Favourite fall drink, and it isn't a drink that hasn't been featured in my favourites before because I still love it. However, they don't seem to be selling it anymore, and it's the Intensely Buttermint Peppermint Leaf and Creamy Vanilla flavoured tea, and it smells and tastes like Murray mints. And I really love this tea, and it's so warming and lovely. I would also put in there lemon and ginger tea. Anything with ginger in actually in the autumn winter is just really comforting, isn't it? And quite warming. It's got that those properties to make it warm. So I would say this is one of my favourites. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm just sad that it doesn't look like they are selling these anymore. If anybody knows where you can get this, let me know, and I will be purchasing as many as I can. And then the next one is favourite fall blush, and this was, I stopped using in the summer. It just wasn't the right colour, but it was my favourite blush last year, and it's the MUA blush. You can see I've hit pan on this, and it was because it was in a project pan last year, or at the beginning of the year anyway, in the winter, and it's Candyfloss by MUA, and this was just at £1. I don't know whether they still sell this, and I'll just show you it. Their blushes are really good. The staying power is really lovely. And it's like a plummy toned blush. Oh, I like how with this one, to be fair, since it's got a bit further down in the pan, it's not easy to sort of swatch it. There you go. It's a really subtle plummy colour. It goes with anything. You can see it there on my arm. It is very subtle. Actually, with a brush, it comes out a lot darker. Let's just use this brush. There we go. I'll make it a little bit less powdery. Just going to add that to my arm here, and just, I don't know whether you can see that at all. On the face, it comes out. You don't want to have truly highly pigmented colour on your cheeks because blending things out on your cheeks just takes so long. So this gives a lovely plummy wash of colour. And I would definitely recommend it. Now, I think, is it Cabana Boy or Frat Boy, or one of the balm blushes is similar to this. In fact, I've got, oh goodness me. In fact, I think the Balm Voyage one is very similar, this one here. Let's have a look. Let's put them together. In fact, I'll do a swatch with the brush. Now, this is a lot more pigmented when I did it on my cheeks today. Now it's not showing up, of course. I think it's the way I'm putting it on my arm. So I'm just going to take a bit on my brush again. Oof. And put that, yeah. You can't really see it doing it that way. But yeah, they're quite similar. Oh, now the sun's there. Yeah, you can't really see it. They're quite similar colours, and they both have a similar amount of pigment. It's just on my arm it doesn't come out so well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. If you like a plummy blush, this works really well in the autumn. Next, just gabbing really, aren't I now? Oh, that's not right. Let's check the next ones. Favourite clothing item for autumn? Well, it has to be, and mind how gross these are, but slippers. I love slippers. These are absolutely wrecked. I get a new pair every year for Christmas, and I wear them to death. I have 3 pairs on the go at the moment, but slippers are my favourite item. My feet are always cold. In the summer, we're all right. We've got hard floors. In the summer, it's all right to just sort of walk around in socks or without any socks on at all. But come autumn, it's just so cold in our house. And these, especially these little, I love the stripy ones here. They're so wrecked. They're so wrecked, actually. I really need some new ones. But I would love some like this again, and these colours, because I feel like they're very autumnal in themselves. So it's got to be boot slippers as well. I think that's the best for autumn. So they sort of come up your leg a little bit and keep you warm from the ankle down. Yeah, I keep saying, oh. It's terrible, isn't it? Favourite fall movie? What, of all time or what's come out recently? When I think of autumn and autumn movies, oh, it's difficult really because I can't think of any. There's like things like While You Were Sleeping. Was that in the autumn? And what else? What other ones have there been? Oh, like The Lake House. I don't know actually. That's a really hard question. I do watch a lot of films, but I don't really take note of when they are. Well, obviously if it's a Christmas movie like The Holiday, that's an obvious one. Yeah, but apart from that, I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything that, like any movies that happen at Halloween. Like Halloween time. Can't really think of them. Addams Family, maybe, the second one. Anyway, yeah, that's not a great question for me. Favourite fall TV show? Now, this one is easy. It's obviously autumn when Downton Abbey starts. So that one is a good one. And it started, I think, 2 weeks ago. So in September, that was good. I think The Apprentice is starting soon, but it's usually on in the early part of the year. So it's quite weird that it's coming on now. And what else have we got on at the moment? Grey's Anatomy and Scandal and all of those ones have come back in the, I think in the US, but we've just downloaded season 11 of Grey's, which we didn't get to see last year, and because we watched all the 10 series, and now we've got season 11 to watch, and I know what happens because of Facebook, but yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait. We love Grey's. I would watch it all over again if I had time. And I just don't know when I would have time. But I would watch it all over again. All 11 series. It's incredible. If you've never seen Grey's Anatomy, then, like, I don't know how we could ever be friends. It just doesn't... Our friendship wouldn't last, let's say, if that wasn't something that we could share. Because there are moments in that programme that are just so incredible. And the characters and just the whole thing is brilliant, and I hope that series 11 doesn't disappoint us because, you know, we've watched so much and got really into it. So yeah, I hope it's not a disappointment. And then we've got, I think we're only on two, we've got two questions left. Excuse me. Favourite Thanksgiving food and favourite Halloween costume. So although we do not celebrate Thanksgiving because it is an American holiday, for reasons that we couldn't celebrate it even if we wanted to. I have been in America when it's Thanksgiving, and to be honest, I wasn't very well at the time. We'd just flown over and I was still in shock for the reason that we'd gone over. And so even though Thanksgiving was sort of happening, I just wasn't really ready. However, the people that we were staying with had smoked a turkey, like smoked the biggest turkey I'd ever seen. And I'd never had smoked turkey. Like, they put it in this sort of bin and smoked it. And they smoked it with like oranges in it, like, and lots of wood chip. And it was stunning. It was such a lovely turkey. And what I could eat, I did eat. And they also had something alongside, you know, like we have cranberry sauce or cranberry jelly with our turkey. They have something called ambrosia, and I kid you not, it is like putting Eton mess with your... It's really weird. They put, like, I think it's like chopped cherries, chopped pineapple, cream, like a whipped cream. I'm sure it's cream, or it's definitely sweet. And then they sort of mix it all together. And marshmallows, I'm pretty sure marshmallows are in there. Correct me if I'm wrong, people of America that have ambrosia. Ambrosia or ambrosia. I mean, we have Ambrosia, which is a brand that makes custard and rice stuff like that. But this is a thing, I think. And it was so odd because I thought it was pudding. And when they were like, "Do you want it next to your turkey?" I was like, "Hold on, that's pudding." But it wasn't. It was. I couldn't eat it. It wasn't logical. It's like, you know, when you see food that is shaped like, so like if you did a cake that was shaped like fish and chips and looked really realistic, I'd struggle to eat it as cake. I'd be expecting fish and chips and it would be cake and it would just mess with my head. So the fact that there was this sort of sweet Eton mess looking pudding, on the plate with turkey and gravy. Oh, gravy isn't a thing. Gravy isn't a thing in America. They have, gravy is a thing, but it's not our gravy. Our gravy is, you know, that sort of Jew. It's clear, isn't it, a lot that, or it's at least, it's made with water and the bits from it's made stock. It's stock, isn't it? It's like a stock. But their gravy's creamy. And it's a bit like, you know, the gravy that you have with your Swedish meatballs in IKEA. That's what it's like. And they have it with something called, this is just, I think, in the southern part of America, by the way, not in all of America, but they have it with what they call biscuits, which is like a cross between a scone and a croissant. Really peculiar stuff. And grits, which was not a fan of. Going off the topic of Thanksgiving, but if you're a US person, you'll know what I'm talking about, especially if you're in the South. And yeah, it was so bizarre. Yeah, Thanksgiving was awesome. There was it was really different. It was like having Christmas without presents, and I sort of liked that. It was nice. It was getting everybody together and enjoying time together. And it was, I mean, it was a bit of a tragedy while we were there, but it was also a bit of a celebration, meeting some new people, and it was great. And it was the first time I ate s'mores. If you do not know what a s'more is, go and look it up. I'm sure there is a YouTube about what a s'more is. And I thought they were really yummy, even though I don't like Hershey's chocolate. That was the chocolate that worked in a s'more. And a graham cracker. Look up a graham cracker. We would probably call it a digestive, but it's sort of harder and thinner. And it's square. Awesome. Look it up. Anyway, going off, that went right off topic. So if we did celebrate Thanksgiving here, I'd probably do it like, I'd probably do something else, like chicken, maybe. Although I suppose turkey's the whole point. But I would probably like make it a chicken dinner, chicken roast. Maybe we'll do that this year. Maybe we should do like a British Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know why we'd do that though. Okay, anyway. And favourite Halloween costume. So last year, I have never really been to Halloween parties per se, but last year Claire and I did a Halloween party for the kids. And I wanted to do something. I could have done all kinds of things with makeup. A few years ago I went and I was working at a club and I did one of those sort of odd looking dollies where you do like the lips and then you make like your mouth's been sewn up here and spiky eyelashes and stuff like that, and rosy cheeks. You look a bit odd, like a sewn up doll. And I did that and I really liked that look. But I thought that if I didn't look like me, I might scare the kids. And that was my worry. I didn't want to scare them. You know, I think that you could take it too far. They might not be scared, but when I was younger, Halloween was absolutely terrifying. I hate horror movies, and it must have come from when I was a kid. I was terrified of Halloween. My mum answered the door, and I swear the person was literally just wrapped in toilet roll, and I screamed the house down. I found it absolutely horrifying. I don't know where this sort of fear has come from, and it's I do. Actually, I bet you where it's come from is my dad always had a moustache and he shaved it off and it wasn't him because obviously it didn't look like him, and I screamed and screamed and screamed. So I think it's the fact that I needed facial recognition, and I've been obsessed with faces actually. When I think about what I look for in a partner, like one of my #1 things is a beautiful face, which Claire does have. Obviously I'm really lucky, but I think that's why if somebody changes. I remember I had a friend that used to do drag, but I hadn't seen him in drag before, and as soon as he changed from his normal face into his sort of persona, I hated it. I was really, I felt really uncomfortable because I knew it was him, but it wasn't. And so I think, I don't know where that's come from. I think I need to go and see a shrink. That's hilarious. I've got this fear of not seeing somebody's true face. Anyway, so Halloween for me means that I'd rather have something that makes me look like me, but a little bit different. So I did, and I think Michaela mentioned this, that she did this, but last year I did the comic strip pop art thing. I followed just a picture actually I saw online, and it was really rushed because we'd been planning this party, Claire and I, for everybody at our house, which was brilliant actually. We had a really, really fun time. played some games, etc. It's really good fun. I really enjoyed that actually, Claire. Yeah, it was great. Sorry, she's in the other room. I'm just thinking about it. I want to do it again. But yeah, we had a really, really great time. And we did pumpkins and stuff. And because of the kids, it just made it really more exciting. Anyway, off topic. Sort of on topic. Did the comic book. And, but this year I've decided I want to do the broken doll. Because it still looks like me. I'm going to still, like, you just basically have to, like, porcelain up your face a bit. To make it a bit whiter. And then do your normal face underneath. Which, you know, actually isn't too hard. I'm not very artistic. So I might do a tutorial or get ready with me. I might do a get ready with me just because it might be easier. I'll have to work it out. Anyway, that is my, oh my God, the longest tag video ever. That was the fall favourites, or autumn if you're here. And I am going to tag quite a few people. Claire from the Love of All Things Beauty. I've got lipstick everywhere now. Claire from the Love of All Things Beauty. Victoria from Victoria from Victoria J. Tanya or Tanya from When Tanya Talks, or Tanya, depends what she likes or prefers. And oh, who else? Vinny from Little Miss Style Guru, Dinah, and who else did I want to tag? I had a list of people in my head. Oh, and Ashley Tiernan. So that's 6 people that I've tagged. I will link them all below and put their channels down below so that they know they've been... Oh, and Laura from What Laura Loves. And Steph from Steve. Do you know what? Everybody that I've tagged, I will put you down below. And yeah, I'd like to see your videos. And if I haven't tagged you, just do it anyway. And you're not allowed to send links to videos because it gets sent to kind of spam box. But if you do end up doing it, just send me a tweet and let me know that you've done it. And yeah, and I'll have a look at those as well. Right then, thank you very much. That was actually longer than I expected. And I will see you in my next video. Oh, subscribe if you like, comment down below if you want to. And yeah, give it a thumbs up. That was the one. I was like putting my thumbs up thinking, what do we do at this point? Anyway, give it a thumbs up if you fancy doing that. In fact, yeah, don't ever give it a thumbs down without a comment below to say why as well. Because I like constructive criticism. Well, nobody likes it, but I would prefer it than just a thumbs down anyway. So look forward to seeing you in the next one. And yeah, see you later. Bye.